Welcome to Take 5, your 5-minute inspirational message from Solid Rock Drogheda. I'm recording this in October, and of course at the end of October, on the 31st, a lot of people celebrate Halloween, an event dedicated to celebration of the occult and witchcraft. But also the 31st of October is also celebrated around Europe as Reformation Day, because it was on the 31st of October, 503 years ago, that Martin Luther went to the doors of the castle church in Wittenberg and nailed his 95 Theses, which sparked off what became known as the Reformation. And part of the Reformation was making the Word of God available in people's own languages. Now, just under 4 years later, Luther was ordered to answer charges of heresy, and he appeared at an assembly called the Diet of Worms, which if you read it in English, sometimes you think it says the diet of worms. Don't worry, Luther was not eating worms. Diet means assembly, and it was held in Worms. So he went to the Diet of Worms, and there he appeared in front of Emperor Charles V, the Emperor of the Holy Roman Empire, and answered charges of heresy. And famously, when he was ordered to recant his beliefs, Luther said, "Here I stand, I can do no other." And then when he was on his way back, it was suspected that there was going to be a plot to kidnap him and then hold him for heresy and to burn him, as indeed had happened to his predecessor in Bohemia a century before, which was Jan Hus. And so Martin Luther was actually kidnapped by his friends, by Frederick the Wise, who then put him in a castle for about a year to keep him protected and hidden from the wrath of the authorities that wanted to kill him, basically. And while he was in that castle, Luther actually, in just 11 weeks, translated the New Testament into the German language, which is an absolutely incredible achievement. I mean, for most Christians, we would struggle to probably read the entire New Testament in just 11 weeks, let alone to actually translate it from one language to another. But what I really want to concentrate on is, because Luther was a man of the word, the reason why he was able to translate it in such a short period of time was because he was so familiar with the biblical text. And when you stand on the word of God, then you can't do anything else but stand. You can't crumble. You can't give in, because you are standing on the most solid foundation you can ever stand on. That's why Luther said, "Here I stand. I can do no other." You know, this year in Ireland, we are celebrating the 31st of October as a national day of prayer and also as a national praise day. It's not going to be a day dedicated to the occult for us. It's going to be a day dedicated to worship, dedicated to prayer, dedicated to God. And I would urge you to make a fresh commitment that this October, make a fresh commitment to stand on the word of God and say, I'm not going to stand on my opinions. I'm not going to stand on my feelings. I'm not going to stand on my emotions. I am going to stand on God's unchanging word. And once I know that, I can say, like Martin Luther did, "Here I stand. I can do no other." May God help each one of us to do that, I pray. Join us again on Monday for another Take 5, your 5-minute inspirational message from Solid Rock Drogheda.